Hey guys, this is Yusei here, and yes, I know for the people in the in the West Coast, though, I am recording this at midnight, so technically it's already February 16th. And right now, my dad's still awake; he's watching TV. My mom is asleep, so yeah, okay, well, but still, I have my door closed, so I can speak kind of loud. I don't have to lower my voice too much, but I don't want to be too high as well. But in any case, though, yeah, I'm making another Vanguard related video because, well, like I said later today, I'm gonna go to each hobby shop Ichiban, the hobby shop I go to, for the BT05 sneak peek event. So I'm really excited for that. So yeah, I'm gonna do something Vanguard related though, and also for the fact since I have a lot more time, well, at least 1 week's worth of time now because I think I get 1 week off since I finished my winter semester now, and my finals are pretty easy. So yeah, got more time to do stuff. So right now, I'm going to do another deck review on one of the decks I got. And this deck today will be the Granblue deck that I made. I mean, it took me like a year to actually finish it, though, which is kind of sad. But, yeah. But I finally finished it, yes. So I'll get right on it right now. So my starter Vanguard is Captain Night Kid, which this card is freaking amazing. And, since, yeah, we get to looking at the top 10 cards though after a counterblast. That is awesome. And then you can just drop one Granblue, but still, just looking at the top 10 cards, that is awesome. And it's a good 5k booster too. So you don't always have to use his ability though, but generally you do. But generally you kind of do, even though you don't have to. But still, it's an awesome card. Alrighty, and like again, I'll start off like my other deck reviews. I'll start off with grade threes and work my way down. So yeah. Four of the main units for this deck. The only limit break card that Granblue has right now is Ice Prison Necromancer Cocytus. Basically, it's a generic 5k boost when it attacks a Vanguard at limit break. But you get, on the plus side, when you counterblast 2, you get to revive a Granblue from your drop zone. So, very good card for this deck. Not much else to say. And I got 2 King of Demonic Seas Bastkirk, which is basically Mega Blast unit. Yes, I use a Mega Blast unit in this deck. Not to get off the Mega Blast though, but mainly to charge up the Soul because there's a lot of effects that require me to like do a lot of Soul Blasting in this deck. So in this guy, whenever I don't draw into Cocytus, I can just use this guy to stock up Soul. So it gains 2,000 when you Soul Charge, and his Mega Blast is pretty much though if you so happen to actually get it off, you get to revive up to 5 Granblue units from your drop zone. So yeah, he's pretty handy dandy. But I mainly just use him for the soul charging effect, so yeah. And my last 2 grade 3s are Dragon Undead Skull Dragon, which is a promo. But yeah. I only use 2 though, but 2 is all you need. Because this guy is really amazing in the deck. Basically, if he's in the drop zone, which there's a lot of ways to ditch him from the deck and send him straight to the drop zone, which I'll show you in a bit. But in any case, yeah, basically he's a counterblast 1. If he's in the drop zone, you get the you have to retire a grade 2 or lower, no, grade 2 or higher Granblue rearguard, and then you can resurrect him from the drop zone. And when he attacks, he gains 3,000 if you have a Granblue Vanguard, which is pretty much the whole deck. So yeah, you can easily make 20k columns with this guy, and he's really good, and he dies at the end of the turn. Okay, so that's about it for the grade 3 units. Now for the grade 2 units. Alrighty, I run 3 Ruin Shades. I replaced the Commodore Blue Blood because, yeah, first of all, this card helps me get stuff in the drop zone pretty fast, and he becomes an 11k attacker if you so choose, so, yeah, really helpful for Granblue stuff. And nextly, I run 3 Skeleton Demon World Knights. It's actually a lot more handier than I thought, though, because whenever you ride this guy in the Vanguard, though, basically, if you're going second though, and you somehow get Cocytus in the drop zone, like via different abilities, like Night Kid or Chappie, basically discard a card from your hand and superior item from the drop zone. So, which is actually pretty handy dandy. I like him. Not much else to say. I'll just I think my brother just got home though, but I'll continue on. Next up, three-star Pietros, which is the damage on Flipper, which is actually quite needed because this deck does do some counterblasting though, so gotta use these guys. And lastly, 2 Deadly Spirits. Basically, yeah, I've seen people who run 4 of these though, but I only need 2 at most because once you get this guy in the drop zone though, you're not gonna revive 2 at once unless you got like a lot of soul cards in the soul. Because this one you need a Soul Blast 2, retire grade 1 or lower. Grade 1, I think this is grade 1 or higher. Yeah, grade 1 or higher Granblue Rearguard and revive him. But it's not like you're gonna revive 4 of them at once though, so that's why. And you'll get this guy in the drop zone pretty easily. You honestly don't need more than 2. At least that's what I believe. Alrighty, and now on to the grade 1s. I run 4 Perfect Guards as always. And especially since Perfect Guards are really helpful in this deck since, yeah, you want stuff in the drop zone. So, and also, again, since you're going to do a lot of random soul charging and stuff too, or you might damage check 1, 4, yes. Enough said. Okay, I got 2 Deadly Nightmares, same reason as Deadly Spirit, and a good 7k booster. 2 Dancing Cutlass, which is very helpful in this deck. Do Soul Blasting 2 and draw. This really gives you a good boosting unit and keeps up your hand. This is really good. 3 Dandy Guy Romarios. I don't need 4 because basically what I like to do is I like to use different abilities to send this guy to the drop zone and revive it via like Cocytus or it's pretty much Cocytus, yeah. So yeah, that's why I don't really need 4, if you know what I mean. And lastly, I splashed in 1 Evil Shade. I only need 1 too, same reason as Romario, but still. Since this is only good for Vanguard use, and if I somehow send him to the drop zone instead, I can just revive him too, so not really else much needed. So that's my grade 1 lineup. Alrighty. So, and lastly, I got my grade 0s. And yes, I'll start off with 2 Chappie the Ghosty. Kind of threw off. I kind of have to alter the ratio for this deck because this guy is very essential. I run 2 because that's all I can afford to run, pretty much. Basically, when this guy is placed into the Guardian Circle, though, and then I can search my deck and drop any Granblue from the deck, which is very amazing to me. So, and it's a 10k shield, so that's what makes it even more awesome. So, that's that. And now I get into the triggers. I run 8 criticals, 4 of them are Rough Seas Banshee, which is amazing, which is basically like Psychic Bird for Psychic Bird for Granblue, and this ugly thing that spews out something from his mouth. But yeah, 8 critical, 4 draw triggers. Gotta have draw triggers. That's my deck. And lastly, 4 heal triggers. And yes, I run this heal trigger, not that weird looking ghost that kind of looks like a sperm cell. But yeah, alright. So that's the deck, and yeah, since I did this, because I'm pretty excited for the sneak peek, and then the week after that, it's when set 5 actually gets released, so yeah. Guys want me to put any more videos about my decks too, I will do that, and yeah, hope to see some of you guys at the sneak peek event, and yeah, that's pretty much the deck, and I'll be sure to post up more videos about the different decks I use too, so look forward to that. Alrighty, this is YuseiDWheeler, and I'll be signing off. Later.